everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be a new Will I Buy It. I post my Will I Buy It series every single Wednesday, chatting over new makeup releases, my thoughts on them, if I'm planning to pick them up or pass over them. I will have my playlist linked down below, as well as the community playlist where any creator who makes this style of new releases video can add theirs to the playlist if you want to binge watch, maybe catch a new channel, all that good stuff. But we do have a lot to chat about this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna slide closer to Perry and see if Perry's gonna come out of my head this week. Yep, every time Perry, you always gotta come out of my head. Okay, welcome to another week. I feel like we do have quite a bit to chat about today. I did just get done filming this full face look. This is going to be Friday's Get Ready With Me, using products from my Shop My Stash. Tomorrow's video is going to be in my Shop My Stash series, my June recap, and then also my July picks. So stay tuned. I'm just trying to do a little bit of pre-filming since this is the July 4th holiday week. I do know we have some plans with friends out of town for a little bit, nothing confirmed, but I know that I am going to have to take a few days off to celebrate America's birthday, so very exciting. And I painted my nails yellow. This feels kind of weird, but that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, speaking of yellow, obviously you know that we're starting this off with Colourpop like we do most weeks, not every week, but most weeks we start off with Colourpop. So they just released a new palette, a new collection, and oh my gosh, was I getting so many tags about this. And it was so funny because last week we talked about the California Love collection. I had also done a first impression video with that collection because I did get it sent in PR. And I said in there that I didn't feel like the California Love was a very summer palette. I actually thought it was more of a fall vibes palette. Not that I wanted fall to be here, because someone was seemingly confused about that. Now that I want fall to be here, I'm embracing summer right now, but it was more like of the browns and golds and reds. It just seemed more fall to me. And I said, you know, even if there was like a pop of yellow or something in there. And then I think it was the next day after that video went live that they released this collection, and I was getting so many tags everywhere of like, you called it, like you knew a yellow was coming and all these things, and I was like, I didn't, I just wanted it. But I'm also very excited about this. So this is the Aha Honey collection. So Colourpop has been doing a lot of these 9-pan monochromatic palettes. I have quite a few of them. I really enjoy all of them. I mean, I think Colourpop pressed palettes are fantastic. They're $12, which is excellent. So now we have this yellow collection, which I am so excited about because I do love yellow. My girlfriends think that I am crazy. When I showed up to girls' night the other day with yellow nails, they were like, interesting, where's beige? And I was like, no, you guys don't understand, there's a yellow palette, I'm gonna do yellow eye looks. And they're like, yellow eyeshadow. I was like, no, yellow eyeshadow is so pretty. If you guys have not tried yellow eyeshadow, I highly recommend you do, because it can be such a simple look. Just blend a bunch of yellow into the crease and add mascara or lashes or whatever it is you want to do, and then you're done. And it's so easy, but it just like brightens your look. I think it's such a pretty color. It just gives you this glow. It just kind of like brightens everything up. I just think it's so pretty, so I was really excited when I saw this yellow palette come out. So we have the Aha Honey Pressed Powder Palette, that's $12. We have the Here We Go Again face bundle for $24. This has some products in there from Fourth Ray Beauty, which is Colourpop's sister skincare brand. We also have some loose pigment duos. There's a brush set for $20 as well. All of this is already available now, so that will be linked down below. I believe Colourpop is having 25% off their website right now. I'm filming this on Tuesday, and that's going on as of right now, so I think that's kind of like their July 4th thing. So I would definitely make sure to check that out. I have my non-affiliate discount code 5Samantha for $5 off 20 or more. Exclusions do apply with that one, but yeah, I just noticed the 25% off. So if you've been interested in getting something from Colourpop, you definitely could. But I think it was last week that I was chatting about also Kathleen Knight's new collaborations that she did. I said I wanted to pick up a few of those, but I wanted to get to that $30. Well, I just had a box from Colourpop arrive today because I did pick up a few things from Kathleen Knight's new collaboration, and then I did get the palette as well. So I'm super excited about that. Will I buy it? I did buy it, and I hope to have a video coming soon. I was thinking of maybe doing like 2 looks with the palette. Again, I am going to have to pre-film that before I head out of town, so I don't know if I can do 3 looks, but I was thinking maybe if I could do 2 looks, or would you guys just want like 1 look plus like my little haul? I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking and what you would like to see with the palette, but I did go ahead and purchase it. Again, it's $12. Not a bad price at all. I know I used somebody's discount code. I think I used Shay's discount code. She had a discount code for like 10% off your order. So that girl Shay, it's just Shay. That's the code that I use because I'm all about that life. But I'm really excited about it. That was really the only thing from the collection that really called to me. I don't love 438 Beauty. The pigments didn't really call to me. And I did just get in some new brushes, the ones from Makeup Molly and Doll Time Beauty that I talked about last week. So I didn't feel like I need to grab any brushes either. And I do use those brushes in Friday's video also, so stay tuned for that. But I did go ahead and pick up the palette. I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, I just got it today. All I did was open it and make sure that it looked okay, and it did. So let me know if you have any ideas that you would like to see for that video, but I will definitely be using that palette soon. So Natasha Jeannot is coming out with some new products. So this is the Chroma Crystal Liquid Eyeshadow. This is a new lustrous liquid formula creating sensational next level sparkling effects with 5 edgy and iridescent shades. These are going to be $25 each and available July 12th. So I'm kind of curious about these, and the swatches do look quite nice. So it's basically, you know, your glitter eyeshadow. I'm not a huge fan, like I don't always gravitate towards them, but I do have some in my collection and some that I do quite like. But I'm curious, I don't know, I'm kind of curious about some of the lighter shades. They do look really quite beautiful, but I think I'm gonna have to see some reviews on this because $25, you know, that is pretty expensive for one product. And all of that. And I've tried the Natasha Jeannot Chroma Crystal top coats, and I found those to be very drying. Like mine was pretty much null and void after the first time that I opened it, so I was pretty disappointed in that. So I definitely would want to see some reviews on this one, but maybe I would pick up one shade if people were saying they were like super fabulous, but then I try to remember that I don't always reach for those, so would it be worth my money? Not quite sure, but they do look really pretty. So next up we have a new Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics, who we usually touch on BH every week also. So BH has been doing their Zodiac eyeshadow palettes, coming out with kind of these smaller Zodiac themed palettes, and now we have Cancer is coming up. So the Cancer palette has 9 color shadows and also a highlighter. This is going to be $14. So I will say that I haven't been super impressed with a lot of these Zodiac palettes. I kind of look at them and I'm like, meh, like even the Aries, which I am, I was like, it's just not like super interesting to me. They're kind of all a little bit more on like maybe like the muted side, or you know, something like that. I think I was kind of expecting, especially maybe some signs like the Aries, which is a fire sign, to just be like, well, bam, you know, but it's not really how a lot of these palettes have been. And so for the Cancer palette, I will say that I actually, like, my eyes kind of flicked toward the photo. I was like, oh, okay, that maybe wasn't what I was expecting. It is definitely still a little bit more on like the muted side, almost kind of like more like cool toned, but I kind of liked the color selection because I just thought it was a little bit different than, there's been a lot of just, you know, kind of like your standard palettes that have been coming out, and nothing that really caught my attention a lot. But this one I kind of was like, oh, okay. But I'm not exactly sure. You'll have to let us know if you're Cancers, because I'm not exactly sure this one would scream the Cancer sign to me, but let us know in the comments. I want to know your thoughts. But I will say it did kind of catch my attention at first. It's not something that I'm going to pick up myself. I don't totally love the BH eyeshadow formula. I'm not a Cancer, so that part doesn't call to me. But I was a little bit more intrigued by this color selection than I have been by some in the past. So I guess that's maybe a good thing, but I don't know. These palettes have not been getting a whole lot of love, which is kind of sad, but have to let us know if you're interested in that one from BH Cosmetics. And Charlotte Tilbury has released some new lipsticks. So these are the Hot Lips 2 collection. Now I actually did get these sent over to me in PR. I got the full collection, the 11 lipsticks, and I like nearly fell off my chair when that box came in. I was so shocked and so excited. And so I do have, yesterday's video was a lip swatch video of all of these different shades. There's a conditioning lip balm in there, and then there's also 10 color shades from nudes, peachy nudes, reds, a little bit darker shades in there also. So if you want to check out that video, I will have it linked down below. Now these do run for $37, which that is very expensive for a lipstick. I have purchased Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I think my Pillow Talk was like $34, I want to say, and I grabbed that during the VIB sale because that is just a lot of money to spend on a lipstick. I do love my Pillow Talk. I don't regret buying it. I'm glad that I got it on sale and all of that great stuff. But I will say that these kind of turned my attention once I first started seeing about them. I really do like the packaging. There's 5 different cases amongst the 10, and some of them are just cool. Like the ones with the stars on it I think is really cool. Like some of the black and gold packaging I think looks very sleek. It's also refillable packaging, so you can buy a refill and to, be able to put that in the case, so that's neat. But it's also the hot lip says inspired by rule breakers, record makers, and history shakers, and benefiting Women for Women, which is a nonprofit organization that trains women in areas of conflict to rebuild their lives. I really love that. I thought that that was a really cool thing. So when I started reading about that and seeing it, I was like, you know, if maybe I could grab one shade, and my eyes kind of immediately went to Glowing Jen, because each of the shades are also named after like women doing amazing things. And I love Jennifer Aniston. I love Friends. I love Jennifer Aniston. I just watched Murder Mystery on Netflix with Adam Sandler. Has anyone watched that yet? Because I'm 100% needing to do like a murder mystery party right now with my friends. You know, you could like do some of those where like it's like an actual murder mystery party. That wasn't the movie. There was like an actual murder mystery happening, but I was like, oh, I want to do that one so bad. That's one on my bucket list for like the longest time to do. But I think that she's fantastic. So that was the one that I was kind of leaning towards. I'd already watched a couple videos of seeing all the swatches, but it was so funny because I always thought Glowing Jen looked good on other people, but when I put it on myself, I didn't actually love it, which was kind of a bummer. But there are some really pretty shades in that collection. But for me, if I would have, if I was thinking about if I was going to buy it myself, I was maybe leaning towards just picking up one shade. I definitely couldn't do the whole collection, nor would I want to. So I was just thinking of one shade, and I would have to like get it on some sort of discount because $37 is just a lot of money. But hopefully my swatch video helped. I know there's so many people that love their high-end products, that love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks and have like zero, you know, issues spending that kind of money on lipsticks. So hopefully that swatch video would help a little bit. But that's kind of my thoughts on if I hadn't gotten that PR, like would I pick up anything from that collection? Maybe it would be one. Gotta have that discount though. So Jouer is coming out with a new Molten Glow all over face and body highlighter. It says a luxurious face and body highlight that gives you the ultimate luminous radiant glow with one swipe. And this is going to be $28. It says the new shade is 2 times the size of their highlighter, so for $28. I don't know if that really gets me going because I'm all about minis. So we've seen brands come out with like larger, even like eyeshadow pans, highlighters, bronzers, you know, that sort of thing. And I'm just like, I would rather go the other way. I'd rather go the minis route, spend less money, have a little bit less product, maybe actually go through something, because I do have quite a large collection. So that part of this highlighter doesn't get me like woohoo. It does look very pretty though. The packaging looks absolutely stunning on this. Oh, it says the petite kabuki brush is included in the set. Oh, okay, so that's cool. So you also get a brush. That's nice. I like that. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. So the swatch does look very beautiful. I just don't know if I need a new highlighter right now, because there might be a new highlighter coming soon. That was so weird to do. I've never done anything like that before, so now I feel really weird and awkward, and I think I need to take a break. Okay, I felt like my face got really flushed for a second, so I had to like stop for a minute. But yes, if you haven't caught some of the hints that I've been dropping, something exciting is coming soon. But that Jouer highlight looks absolutely beautiful. I just don't think I need it right now. Let's go on to the next one, because now I'm like super freaking awkward. Okay, so anyways, Stila. Stila's coming out with a new product. Okay, so that is the Suede Shade Liquid Eyeshadow, a multi-dimensional matte liquid eyeshadow. Okay, it says a multi-dimensional matte liquid eyeshadow, subtle iridescent pearls, add a hidden lift to the formula without adding shine for mega impactful dimensional matte finish. These are $24, and there's quite a few shades. So Stila was really well known for their glitter shadows, their glitter and glows. I actually used one up recently, which was quite shocking. So now they're coming out with something really similar to it, but it's in the matte version. I'm kind of intrigued by this. I've tried some of these before, like Wet n Wild, Huda Beauty, you know, had some of these also, and I thought that they were good. I just tried Wet n Wild, I should say that. Hello. I just tried the ones from Wet n Wild, and I thought that they were pretty good. Again, I don't reach for these a ton, so I don't know if it would 100% be worth it. I kind of want to catch some reviews, see what people say. I always worry about just like cracking and like flaking with these types of liquid shadows, especially when it comes to mattes. I just don't know if I would love them. But what do you guys think about that? I'm not surprised to see them release this, but I'm surprised that it hasn't come already. Just with, you know, the glitter and glows went over so well. Then they created, I mean, they had a bunch of different like spin-offs from that, and I'm almost kind of surprised that we're just now seeing this matte version, unless I missed a release somewhere, which is totally possible because there's so much new makeup. How can you possibly keep up with everything? You'll have to let us know what you're thinking about that new release there from Stila. So for another new highlighter that's coming out, oh great, I just set myself up for that one, but Milk Cosmetics is coming out with a new digital dust highlight, or there's going to be two different shades. Genesis, which is a peach base with golden pearl, also can be used as a luminous blush, and also Morningstar is an opulent vanilla hue with gold and pink pearl that creates a nice peachy shift. So I still haven't tried anything from Milk Cosmetics. I don't think either of these shades really pulled to me. Definitely the one in Genesis, I don't think I could wear as a highlight, but again, you could, you know, use it as a nice lustrous blush if you wanted to. And then the one in Morningstar, it almost looks like it would be too icy on my skin, even though it said it blends out to a nice like peachy shift, but I still don't know if I would love it for me particularly. And I don't see a price on these yet, but usually Milk Cosmetics is a little bit higher priced. They are now available at Sephora, which is really exciting, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass over that highlight too. This is just some makeup news that Kiko Milano is now available at Ulta Beauty. I have not tried anything from this brand. Let me know what you guys think, if you love it. You know, I recently did a video trying out some new brands over to Ulta Beauty. LC Cosmetics and Oma Beauty. So if you'd want to see another video like that again, because Ulta's getting so many new brands in, do let me know. But no, I haven't tried anything from the brand yet. Some of the products look pretty interesting. My mind, for, you know, whatever reason, immediately went to the bronzer because that's who I am these days. But I'd love to know your feedback if you guys have tried anything or have any favorites from them. Do let us know. But Kiko Milano is now at Ulta Beauty. Smashbox Cosmetics is releasing a new foundation. This is the Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. It's supposed to have a weightless feel, oil and shine control. There's going to be 40 shades, and it's going to be $36 each. Will be available on July 26th. Right away, I don't know if I'm super into it because it has a matte finish and it's more full coverage. I do have dry skin, so I tend to shy away from both of those claims, and especially in the summer, I like more light coverage, light to medium coverage, BB creams, tinted moisturizers. So for me right now, I don't know if I would totally love this. I know it says it has the oil and shine control, which is nice. It says a soft focus blurring effect. It's supposed to be waterproof. It does have hyaluronic acid in there, which can be nice for hydration, but I just don't know if I'm right away being really called to the foundation. So I would probably wait on this one, and you know, if everyone's telling me that it's fantastic, maybe I would go for it. But I just think, especially as of right now and with some of those claims, probably not going to be a foundation that I'm going to run out and grab. Elf Cosmetics is coming out with some more new products. This is the JellyPop by Elf Cosmetics makeup and skincare with luminous watermelon infused, loaded with skin quenching ingredients for hydrated glowy skin. This is going to be limited edition, so it has blushes, cleansers, primers, glosses, a water gel moisturizer, and a brush. Will be available July 10th, and it's also going to be available at Ulta Beauty. I think the packaging is really cute on this, definitely very eye-catching. I know e.l.f. released some skincare recently as well, and I just felt like the packaging was different from e.l.f. You know, e.l.f. is a very affordable brand, which is fantastic, but I feel like sometimes their packaging was just like not very exciting, almost kind of just like bland, and packaging is, you know, a huge part of marketing, 100%. So I really like to see that they're doing something a little bit different here. You know, some of the glosses do remind me a bit of Colourpop, but honestly, I mean, those Colourpop glosses that came out, I know like every time a new brand comes out, people are like, that's Colourpop, but also I was using products that looked just like that in college from, you know, Maybelline and other brands. Like, that's also what it looked like. So I don't really get too worked up about that, but that's just kind of my 2 cents. It definitely does remind me of Colourpop, but Colourpop also reminds me of other things too. So I do like the the packaging on everything. I think it's nice and eye-catching. I'm not sure if anything is for me. e.l.f. is a bit of a hit or miss brand for me when it comes to even like their eye products. Like I've been known to have some like irritation after using some of them, so I just am kind of a little bit more weary when it comes to e.l.f. So I don't know, probably gonna skip over that. I'm sure it's gonna be nice and affordable too, since that's, you know, e.l.f.'s thing, but just gotten a little bit weird, you know, try to make good decisions when it comes to my purchases, and probably gonna go ahead and pass over that, but I'd love to know if you're gonna grab anything. We also have, I was getting quite a few tags on this new brow silk from Iconic London. It says, inspired by the old Hollywood trick of using soap to set your brows in place, and it's supposed to give you it's supposed to go from fluffy to feathered to groomed and sleek. This is going to be $28. So it comes with like the actual like soap product and then a brush. So soap brows is definitely, I mean, it's been around for a long time. I know I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I started seeing people on YouTube use it, but again, I feel like this, like they said, it's like a old Hollywood trick. So it's been around for quite some time. You basically run your brush in like a bar of soap, and then it'll help set your brows, keep them in place, brush them where you want them, and so many people really do swear by it. I am just not a big enough brow gal to want to do something like that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was with my friends for like 3 days straight last week and I didn't do my brows once. Not one time. I didn't even touch my brow pencil that I bought. I was like, whatever. If like people want to judge me because I don't do my brows, that's fine. I really didn't even wear like hardly any makeup. I mean, we'd been boating one day and then we just kind of like hung out and did fun things just with a bunch of girls, and I was like, don't really feel the need to do my brows. So I'm just not like a big brow gal in that type of way. I've never tried soap brows. I feel like I'd probably find some sort of way to screw it up, because that's how I roll, but just, you know, not something I feel like I need or even really like want to try. I just don't really have the urge to do it, and it's $28, so that's pretty expensive. But again, I know so many people love doing the soap brows and absolutely swear by it, but I feel like if I really wanted to do it, I have plenty of like brow brushes that I could use around here, or like, you know, spoolies. Like I've seen people use like the brow spoolies also, and like we have bars of soap. So if I really wanted to try it, I could. I just don't really want to. But I'd love to know, is that how you swear by doing your brows? So Spectrum Cosmetics is coming out with a new collection. This is the Oceana collection. So you have a makeup bag, a 5-piece eye set. There's also a face set, some wonder sponges, acrylic storage. Like there's a whole lot in this collection. I personally have never tried anything from Spectrum Cosmetics. I'd love to know if you have. If you want to leave any of your thoughts down below for us, that would be great. Everything's really cute, like cutesy with this collection, but not necessarily totally my vibes. I feel like it would really fit with this makeup look today. I have the Violet Voss Flamingo palette in my Shop My Stash, so that's what I used on my eyes. And as always, all my makeup is linked down below. And the Get Ready With Me is coming, but kind of like these, like the seashells and that sort of theme. It's just not really my particular style. Definitely very cute though. The brushes look nice. For some reason my eyes always go to sponges. I don't know what it is, but I'll probably be passing over everything from this collection. Again, I haven't tried anything from Spectrum Cosmetics, so that doesn't necessarily pull to me, but would love to know what you guys are thinking about that one. And then from Milani, they are coming out with the new Gilded Ember Hyperpigmented Face and Eyeshadow Palette. And it says it's also available at Amazon, so that's interesting. It says soft mattes, saturated metallic shimmers, deep duochromes, and luminous highlighters. There's 9 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters in here, and this is $19.99. I feel like my eyes kind of went towards this right away. I feel like a lot of times with Milani releases, I kind of give them a double take. Not all the time, but a lot of the times I kind of give them a little bit of a double take. The eyeshadows do look really pretty in there. The highlights, I love that there's 2, but I don't think I could pull both of them off. So right away, one's kind of being eliminated. I could probably use it as an eyeshadow, which is cool. But especially, and then for the shades, you know, I love the berry tones. I love kind of the warmer shades, but I just feel like I have a lot of that right now. So there's nothing really like new that's really calling to me from this palette. It's only $20, which I think is awesome. Like I said, I did do the double take with it, but once I looked at it a little bit closer, I was like, you know, I don't know. I was kind of wondering at first if that was a highlight and a bronzer, because then maybe I would have been a little bit more interested, but I believe it's also another highlighter. It's just probably not going to work for my skin tone. So I'm probably going to go ahead and end up passing over that one from Milani. We are just about done. Winky Lux is coming out with a new Confetti lip balm. So I think the first ever product I ever tried from Winky Lux was their like clear lip balm that had a flower in it that like it's supposed to look different on everybody. It's supposed to work with like your pH levels or I don't know, like your blood type or something like that, and like be a different shade on you. So this one here, it says it's a lavender balm that goes on clear, creating your perfect shade of pink. It's $14, but it's super cute with like kind of like that confetti packaging. I think that's really neat. I don't think that I personally need it. I'm not really into like I've tried it out. Like I tried the gloss last time with like the balm that turned to pink. Like I didn't really see any like magicalness with it, but I mean it was fun. So I don't think I absolutely need this. I definitely do have quite a few lip balms at this time too, so not something I feel like I need to run out and grab, but it's cute. It's cute. Kylie Cosmetics is coming out with a summer collection. I definitely wanted to just take a look at her eyeshadow palette and see what she kind of came up with. It definitely has a very large collection, just like always, an eyeshadow palette, lipsticks, blushes, eye glazes, a high gloss. It's going to be available on July 10th, but I kind of honed in immediately on the eyeshadow palette and was like, what do I think about it? I think that it's pretty. Some of the shades in there look like a lot of fun, like the last row with that gold, and then there's like a deep bronzy glittery shade in a green. I think that looks really pretty. I have a couple mattes in there that would be nice for transitions, but it wasn't anything that really turned my attention. I was kind of looking just to look, because sometimes Kylie comes out with products and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty or interesting, and even though I don't necessarily purchase from the brand because I haven't had the best experience, you know, sometimes I just like to look and see the creativity behind it. But this one I just kind of was like so about. Nothing really turned my attention, but you'll have to let us know if you want to get anything from the Kylie summer collection, but I will be passing on that. And then finally, the last one I'm going to finish up with is that Hourglass is coming out with some new shades and their scattered light glitter eyeshadows. So I do have one of these and I think that they're okay. These are $29 each, so the new shades say that they're coming soon. So that's really expensive for one eyeshadow shade, and honestly I like my Marc Jacobs toppers more. I can't think off the top of my head what they're called, but Marc Jacobs has one really similar, a whole dollar cheaper. I believe these are $28, so if you frequent the McDonald's dollar menu, holla girl. But I actually like those a lot more. I felt like with the Hourglass one I just got so much fallout with it, and it just looked like, I don't know, it just looked like a glitter eyeshadow on my eyes, whereas with the Marc Jacobs it was just like bam, well pow, like it just looked fun and unique and interesting. And if I'm going to pay a higher price or have something in my collection that maybe I don't reach for a ton, you know, like a pigment or this glitter, I want it to be almost kind of like a special occasion or like something really outside of the box, and the Hourglass to me just looked like a almost kind of just like a foiled eyeshadow. That's kind of what I thought of them. So I don't really think that they're worth the $29. I know a lot of people really love them and swear by them, and that's why I wanted to get one personally, but I didn't really see the hype with them. But there's new shades coming, so if you love them and you wanted to add some new shades, now's your chance. But other than that, that is going to wrap it up for this week's Will I Buy It video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are you planning to pick up? What are you passing over? I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope that you also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.